I love rainy days, and today's one of those. I woke up to rain thundering on the roof, and outside it was cloudy, and I thought of a story I read. I don't remember if it's second standard or third standard, but you might remind me. It's a story of Rainstorm. I thought I'd take pictures of the mountains, and I'll tell you the story. Listen. Rainstorm, an Arawak story. The Arawak people are among the indigenous peoples of Guyana. Now, this story is often written in English and told in English, but I want to try it today in Creolese and English. So let's dive in. Outside one little house, rain been a fall plenty. But inside the little house, them get one old Arawak man sit down with the grand picnic them. The old man say, ha, hmm, rainstorm a cry bad. The grandson ask, how who name rainstorm? And the granddaughter ask, how what makes a rainstorm a cry? This is the story where the old man talk and tell them. It's a long time. Before man them live pan this earth here. Them used to live a one land up in a cloud. They used to call them skyland. Nobody never see earth them time that. Them people been live a skyland just like how them live pan this earth today. The man them and the boy them used to go hunt and catch no fish. And the girl them and the woman them a cook food and them a rub clothes. And you see after one big hunt, I said them a make big feast like a bagwat. And the great hunter used to there sing, Yahoo, 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 ho, ho. And all the mama them and the girl and the boy them a sing and a join in, Yahoo, ho, ho. Well, you know, one day the big hunter go out and see one big bird. This bird bigger than you ever see. This bird been sit down on the edge of one cloud and the bird been attacked to the sun. So the great hunter now crawl up close and he start listening to what them a say. The bird say, morning brother son, how you do man? Oh, what the story say? Eh, everything alright with you? What go on? The son say, hey, but all not good with you. Me see one hunter behind you. Before he can send knife, big hunter pick up the arrow and shoot him so one time. Just a big bird fall down, perhaps. Well, the hunter mark where he think this bird fall down and he run there fast for go find this bird. But when he reached there, shock of his life. All he see a one big hole. But fast, he crawl to this hole and look. At the edge of the hole, and nothing, a pure blackness. But he not done. He fast. He say, you know what? This bird got for the down there, so me have to go there. So he crawl down. As he go down. Then he see one little light. And then the light start get bigger and bigger. Next thing you know, he drop down at the bottom there. He there one new place. He never see place like this. The place bright so till. He said this place a earthland. Then he start look. I saw the grass green and lush. I saw the animals then there. If you see food and thing. When he reach home, he wife there right there for meet him. She said, but where you been? The son chime in. Daddy, where you get all the food from? The daughter asks, then get more meat where I come from? Don't say, hey, don't been so tired he said, me name talk nothing. He just jump in the hammock and start to sleep. Later when he wake up, he tell all them people on Skyline, he said, listen, then you want big board me shoot. He been down one dark hole. Me go down at the hole and me come to a place named Earthland. And when you go down this hole, the moon big so till you can get all kind thing for eat. And we got to go back there. Are you come? The man they say, all right. Then decide to go one full moon night. Them left all them old man home and all them old woman. Then get them a row and bow. The woman then get them basket and then take off and they start to go down the hole. When them a go down now, the place dark and deep. Hunter say, man, are you frightened? They say, now be brave. You come with you out this brave. The hunter laugh, man. He said, no worry, man. Earth a good place. Then get plenty turtle, then get plenty corn, then get plenty rabbit, and get plenty coney. And you come, you go laugh together, and then go down this hole. When they reach there, them woman said, this thing are for true. This place got plenty food. Them girls start look for guava and hard plum and all kind of thing. Then little boy start, little boy and trench. Oh, jeez, them get in the water, so them a play. Some of them a do belly bust, some of them a throw coffin. Them a look for turtle, them a look for cricket, them a look for celebe, all kind of thing. The woman them a look for card. They buy them a hunt the rabbit, them a the coney them thing. Nice. Mm-mm. But one woman, she was very sad. This one be named Rainstorm. She the Rainstorm. Go the people them earthland. Take shit home. I dig up with the grass and I fling up the dirt and say, you see this place here? It proper dirty. Look what dust what it is. Look what dirt what it is. Me go have to clean up this place here. Me go back to Skyline and me go come clean up all this nastiness so I go on here. So Rainstorm run back at the hole. She climb up fast, fast, and she go back at Skyland. She go for find all she broom them. She had plenty broom, soft broom, hard broom, long broom, short broom, all kind of broom. And she had cloth, cleaning cloth, plate cloth, floor cloth, all them cloth. She get she cloth them and she pack them up and she run back at the hole. Rainstorm go down the hole fast, fast, fast with all she broom them. All of a sudden, inside of all them room that she go get stuck. She can't go up, she can't go down, she just stuck there. Because them time the Rainstorm been proper fat. Yeah, she been fat, so she can't move. So when she realized that she can't move, Rainstorm begin to cry. And the cry start to get harder and harder. Now she leg go one hollering, she holler, she holler, she holler. Then people at Skyline say, wait a minute. And a Rainstorm, I hear that. What she cry for? So then run, go there and see she stuck. The people at bottom of the earthland say, then a Rainstorm, I hear that. And what she cry for? When then go there and see she stick. So them at top see she stick. Them at bottom see she stick. So then say, right, how this has Skyland? How this go hall she saw. And how go hall till she come out. The people at earthland, them say them go drag she saw. And they go drag she at bottom so. But Rainstorm, proper fasten there, she not budge. Until to this day she did it. So every time you see this rain a fall, the Arawak man tell the picnic them, a Rainstorm a cry. A daddy story. Nobody can go up forget she, and nobody can take she down from there. So the story go. Well, the picnic then said thanks for the story. And then tell the grandfather, when the rain stop fall, we gonna go out and play. Now the English version. Rainstorm, an Arawak story. Outside the hut, the rain was beginning to fall. Inside, the old Arawak sat with his grandchildren. Ha, said the old man. Rainstorm is weeping. Who is Rainstorm? Asked the little boy. Why is Rainstorm weeping? Asked the girls. This is the story the old man told. Long, long ago, before men lived on the earth, there was a great land among the clouds called Skyland. No one had ever seen the earth. People lived in Skyland just like people live on the earth today. The men and boys hunted and fished. The women and girls cooked and washed. After a great hunt, there would be a great feast. Then the great hunter would sing, Yah-ho, 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 ho, ho. And all the mothers and girls and boys would join in and sing, Yah-ho, ho, ho. One day, the great hunter, who was out hunting, saw the biggest bird he'd ever seen. It was sitting on the edge of a cloud, talking to the sun. The great hunter crept up close to listen. Good morning, brother sun, he said. Is all well with you? Yes, said the sun, but all is not well with you. I see the great hunter hiding near you. Before the bird could escape, the great hunter fitted his arrow and bow and shot the bird. The great hunter saw where it fell and rushed to pick it up. When he reached the place, all he could see was a deep hole. Ha, he said, the bird has fallen down that hole. So he knelt down to the edge and looked down. But the hole was so deep and dark he could see nothing. So he lowered himself over the side and climbed down. Down, down, down. It was deeper than he thought, but at last he saw some light way below him. As he went down, the light grew larger and brighter until at last he came to the end of the deep, deep hole and found himself in Earthland. The great hunter looked around him in wonder. He walked through the tall green grass, he splashed in the cool rivers, he hunted and fished. Then he took as much food as he could and went back to the hole and climbed up, up, up until he came to Skyland. "Where have you been?" asked his wife. "And where did you find all that food?" his son asked. "And is there more meat there?" asked the sister. But the hunter was too tired to talk. All he said was "Ha!" Then he got into his hammock and fell asleep. Later, the hunter woke up. He told the men and women in Skyland all about the big bird that he had shot, and about the deep, dark blue hole that he had gone down, and how he came to Earthland. Then he said, "When the moon is full, we will all go down that deep hole and we will hunt in Earthland." At last the time came when the moon was full, and the men and boys took their bows and arrows, and the girls and women took their baskets, and they all went to the deep hole. It looked very dark and very deep, but they all said to the great warrior, "We are brave. We will come with you." And then the great hunter laughed. He said, "Earthland is a good place. In Earthland there are many turtles, O my sons. In Earthland there is much corn, O my sisters. In Earthland there are rabbits and conies, O my brothers." Then they all laughed and went down the deep hole. Only the old women and the old men stayed behind. How happy they were in Earthland! The girls looked for guavas and plums, and the boys splashed in the water and looked for turtles. The women looked for corn. The men hunted the rabbits and the conies. Only one woman was sad. Her name was Rainstorm. She sat on the grass and kicked up the earth with her toes. She said, "Earthland is dirty. I see the dust, I see the mud. I will go back for my brooms, and I will make Earthland clean." So Rainstorm ran back to the hole, climbed up to Skyland to find her brooms. She took some cloths to wipe away the dust from Earthland, and some brooms to sweep away the mud. She had big cloths and little cloths, and soft brooms and hard brooms. Then she ran back to the hole. Rainstorm began to go down the hole as fast as she could, but she was too fast. One big broom stuck across the hole, and Rainstorm tried to go past the big broom, but she was too fat, so she got stuck too. Try as she would, Rainstorm could not move. She couldn't go up, she could not go down. She began to cry. The old men and the old women in Skyland heard her and said, "That is Rainstorm. She has been stuck in the hole. We must pull her up." The men and women of Earthland heard her too, and they said, "That's Rainstorm. She's stuck in the hole. We must pull her down." So the people in Skyland ran to the hole and tried to pull Rainstorm up. At the same time, the people in Earthland ran to the hole and tried to pull her down. They all pulled as hard as they could. Rainstorm stuck harder than ever. At last they had to leave her, and there she still is. And the people of Skyland cannot come down, and the people of Earthland cannot go back up, because Rainstorm cannot go up, neither can she come down. So she weeps. "Now you know who Rainstorm is and why she weeps," said the old man. "Thank you for the story," said the children. "When Rainstorm stops weeping, we will go out and play." Every time I listen to this story or read this story, I feel bad for Rainstorm. Sorry for she. She's stuck. And she's stuck because of her own fastness. Who tell Rainstorm to go clean anybody place? Rainstorm no say that when you go for buy milk, you not count cow, and that fast flies in the cow backside. Ada, Rainstorm learn this lesson. That aside, Rainstorm lived in a place, this new place where they get plenty. And the only thing she could see is the dirt and the mud. What makes sense? You know? And she had good intentions, I guess. But the good intentions get you in this trouble. Obviously, she was an industrious woman and she saw where there's supposedly a need and she gonna fix. So she ran up and she moved too fast. Rainstorm didn't even consult them old people up there. Somebody might have told she Rainstorm don't do that. But she go anyway and she gets stuck. So I'm thinking about Rainstorm's life. She didn't have problems. She got to this new place. You know, many of us would go to new places, make new lives. But then I wonder, going to a new place, how do people see it? Like Rainstorm, what needs to be fixed? And then if you ain't ask nothing, then maybe you get into trouble. I don't know. That's how I'm seeing it. So she tried to fix and it didn't work out. But then the consequences are so dire that even though people try to help, and I'm even thinking about the helpers, when people are in a fix, does helping really help? Because remember, all the people try to help, but nobody is talking to each other. I think that's the crux of the matter. She didn't talk to anyone, and they didn't talk to each other. I don't even know that they talked to Rainstorm because it doesn't say. They each pulled her, and of course, if you know anything about physics and motion, she's stuck, she can't move because of the equal forces of help that Rainstorm could not be helped. And then, so that's a fatal thing. But then look at the kids' response. Like this story just went over the kids' head. We're gonna go out and play. They ain't interested in adult issues. We're gonna go play. So there's so many layers to this story. What do y'all think? Why did Rainstorm get in this fix? How do you feel about this Rainstorm story? Um, as a kid, I don't know if I got the meaning, and I'm not even sure if this is all the meaning there is. But the more I think about it, the more things come up. Things about colonialism comes up. People come and see your land, and they have a gaze, and they think, y'all ain't doing this right. Y'all ain't doing the right. I can fix it. Guyana got oil. People are coming in. They're looking at what's what. They ain't doing this right. They ain't doing the right. I can take opportunity. I can fix this. What's left? Who is affected by the knock-on effects of help? Is it good to help? Y'all talk the thing and y'all walk good. I'm not showing my face today because today is not a good day for showing face, but I'm still committed to telling you stories. So share the stories, give your comments, like, subscribe, whatever you do on this Facebook, YouTube thing. You're welcome. Um, Give it a thumbs up and walk good.